We can discuss on the very important topic hybridization. Why this concept it comes? We studied that according to VBT theory, the valence bond theory, the covalent bond formation it is happening by the combination of atomic orbitals, half-filled atomic orbitals. However, on the basis of that concept, this VBT concept, the formation of many compounds such as carbon, boron and beryllium, it cannot be explained. So to overcome that problems, new theories were proposed. That concept it is the hybridization. So what it is hybridization? The hybrid varieties, you may heard this word many times everywhere. In the case of plants, you know that the hybrid combinations you can see everywhere. So sometime you can see that one flower, on one side of the flower may be red color, one side of the flower rose flower you take it. Hybrid variety I am saying now, hybrid variety means maybe sometime one part one color, other part one color. Likewise flowers it's there. So what it is the specialty of that one? That it is a hybrid, the mixing of different varieties and results one another new variety, that it is said to be the hybrid. Or in the case of animals, so many animals it's there as a hybrid varieties. So due to intermixing of different varieties together and it will be resulting the new one, that it is the meaning of hybrid. Then one another example, one apple and 3 packets of milk, you just take it and with the help of mixie try to mix it and make a shake, or juice you make it. So after getting that juice now, what's the characteristics of this juice? Only the apple characteristic it has, or only milk characteristic it has? We know both apples and milk taste it's there for the juice. So the resultant is getting after mixing of this apple and milk, the resultant here it is the juice. It has both the characteristics of the components we taken. That means apple and juice. Likewise, here the hybridization means in chemistry, instead of this apple juice or instead of the animals combination or instead of the plants intermixing, we are using the atomic orbitals intermixing. Atomic orbitals intermixing, here it is happening. So due to the atomic orbitals intermixing, the resultant it is forming, that resultant it is having the same characteristics. Same characteristic in the sense, what all atomic orbitals we combine, both atomic orbitals characteristic it is for that particular resultant. With one example I will explain the term hybridization. So here first example is CH4. So in this CH4, carbon is there and 4 hydrogen atoms also there. Which one is less in number? That one you considered it as the central atom. So which is the central atom here? You can see that the carbon is the central atom. Then that carbon's electronic configuration you write in the first step. So carbon you know that 6 is the electronic configuration, 2 4 that you have to be write it as a subshell configuration, 1s2 2s2 2p2. Not only that method, we have to be use the Hund's rule of atomic orbital concept for this. Here in this hybridization concept also we are using this valence electron, right? So valence electrons atomic orbitals only we have to be right. This is for 2s and 2p you know that it is having px, py, pz likewise. So otherwise you can represent only as 2p. Then how many electrons there? Here for carbon in ground state we are expressing like this, ground state. So how many electrons here in the 2s? 2. So one in this direction and another in opposite direction, that we studied. One orbital can accommodate maximum of 2 electrons and that should be in an opposite spin, that you studied. What about 2p2? Here you know that first you have to be fill all the orbitals, afterwards only the pairing that you studied according to Hund's rule. Okay, so this is the ground state. So in this situation, when some energy gets to this carbon, what will be happen? Surely there is an excitation of electron from one atomic orbital to another atomic orbital. It will be happen. So how it is that? It is excited state because carbon acquires some energy from anywhere. So what will be happen? I am repeating here. This is 2s and this is 2p. And what happens here? One of the electron, due to excitation, because of some energy is released, one of the electron from this 2s, it is goes to the empty orbital of 2p. So what will be happen? One electron from this goes to, that means this electron it is goes to here. But you may confused again. This one it is having the downward spin. When it is comes here, it is having the other spin. That's not a matter. When we are drawing first in any of the orbital, you have to be draw the upward spin. That is the rule. So if it is having here also, no problem. If it is drawing in a first one in that particular orbital, you have to be drawing a upward spin. Okay. So excited state is also ready. Then you just imagine suddenly the energy is released. That means suddenly the energy is removed from the carbon. So what will be happen? Surely the carbon from these two, it will be, surely the electrons from here, it will be go back to its original state, because energy when it received, that will be not now. So that will be going to the original state again. So for avoiding such a situation, what we are doing, just intermix all together. But all orbitals it is present here, just intermix together. With the, when it is intermixing, what will be happen? One resultant it is obtaining, that it is having the characteristics similar, that we studied just before with the help of apple and juice, apple and milk. So what it is happening here, we are trying to intermix these 2s and 2p orbitals together. So due to intermixing, you know that this 2s is having one particular energy and 2p having another energy. So these two having different in energies, that type of two atomic orbitals we are intermixing now. So due to this intermixing, it results 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals. Why the sp3? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, it comes like that. 4 orbital. Which type of orbital it is forming? 1s and 3p. So 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals it is resulting due to the intermixing of these 4 sp3. So now 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals it is ready. That 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals having similar characteristics and similar properties. Everything it is similar. Why? Apple juice I told no. It is having both the characteristics of apple and milk. Likewise, this 4 sp3 hybrid orbital it is formed due to this intermixing of this 2s and 2p. It is having the characteristics of 2s and 2p. That is why we are saying that altogether it is having the same characteristics. Then these 4 next is to we can draw like this. This 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals means here 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals it's here. So and also we have, this is carbon's case. What is the next thing we need to be make it as a bond? For hydrogen. So hydrogen you knows that 1s1. So only one unpaired electron in this. So likewise for hydrogens. So likewise 4 will be there. Okay. This each sp3 hybrid orbitals combines with each of this hydrogen. So 1 sp3 means it is having only 1, and for sp3 I am going to be draw here together 1 1 1. So this is 1 sp3, this is sp3, and this is sp3 hybrid orbital, and this is also sp3 hybrid orbital. This one wants to be combined with, this is first hydrogen, and this is the next hydrogen, and this is the next hydrogen, and this is the next hydrogen. Okay, due to the then here atomic orbital overlap concept, they overlaps together and results the formation of the CH4. Okay, so we can conclude like this. For sp3 hybrid orbitals when it combines with overlaps with each 1s orbital of the hydrogen and results the formation of the bond CH4. Then each hybrid orbital we will be draw like this, likewise only. So this is big lobe and this lobe it is very simple one. Likewise the sp3, the not only sp3, whatever the hybrid orbital, the drawing like this. So when we are drawing only one lobe, it will be remaining sometimes when we are trying to draw. So because of this small lobe. Okay, I will draw the CH4 structure. Each carbon it is having 4 sp3. If there is a 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals, if there is a 4 electron pair, what's the structure? We studied it already. It will be a tetrahedral structure. Likewise, 4 if it is there, here also tetrahedral the structure. So what it will be there? Each of these sp3 or hybrid orbital of the carbon, I will draw here. Hybrid orbital 4 will be there. That hybrid orbital it will be arranged like this. This one small will be there. That is the remaining portion of this lobe. And okay, next one tetrahedron shape you know. And next one, okay, one more it's there, that it is okay. Almost equal size one you have to be draw the lobes. When I drawn some changes it's there. The lobe you have to be draw anywhere. So 4 small lobes and 4 big lobes you can see. These are the 4 sp3. This is sp3, this is sp3 and this is sp3 and this is sp3. Then this sp3, each sp3 hybrid orbital, what will be happen? It will be combined with 1s orbital. 1s orbital, s orbital shape you know that this one. So it will be combined with the s orbital and forms the covalent bond. Okay. So orbital overlap here happens, here also overlapping happens, and here also overlapping happens, and here also overlapping happens. So this type of hybridization, when 1s and 3 p orbitals involved in the bonding formation, that type of orbitals we are calling the name is sp3 hybridization. Okay, then the structure of that sp3 you know it. Methane we already studied the tetrahedron. What it is? One hydrogen, tetrahedron shape we studied, no? So this is hydrogen. So what will be happening? Joining of that one and resulting. Okay, this structure it is already studied, and bond angle also we studied 109 degree 28 minutes. In VSCPR we studied about this structure also. Of sp3 hybridization, just consider this as 100% together. So we can say that 25% S character and 75% P character. Why? Because P is in 3, sp3. So 3 it's there for P. So out of 100 you can say that S is having 25 and P is having 75%.